Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this one, got some Top Shot news. A new playoff quest, a show-off playoff quest is what they're calling it. And we're just going to talk a little bit about how it works, and then if it's worth buying moments to be eligible for this, and then lastly, how you can make money off this if you're not doing the quest. And yeah, so let's just get into this. So let's open up the blog post here, break down exactly how it works. So basically what they're going to do is announce a statistical category theme of the game. So example is points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. I think it could be anything else like 3-pointers made or whatever other stat you could think of. But those are the ones they gave examples of. So basically you have 24 hours to create a showcase and of the top 10 leaders in this stat from whatever day that they are doing it for. And they made it really easy, actually. So for the first one, they gave you all 10 players here. I think that they'll continue just to give you all 10. You don't have to figure out the top 10 on your own. And so basically you have to just collect one moment of each of these players and put them in a showcase. And the reward for that, if we scroll down, is 100 of the showcases will be picked at random, and they will receive a playoff pack, which is obviously pretty valuable. Could be anywhere from, if you get a Reggie Jackson who was just in the challenge, it's probably like a $20 pack, up to LeBron, who's going to be like almost $200 once he's in that challenge. So a lot of value to be had in getting a pack, and then even like a middle of the road player is going to still be $60-70 once they're in their challenge. So yeah, you just have to create a quest with those 10 players. So super easy of how to do it, but the question now is, is it worth it to buy moments to complete this, to be eligible for this? I would think there's going to be thousands, maybe like 5, even 10,000 people actually doing this. And if we come back up to the players eligible here, I had 9 out of 10 of these, and the only one I didn't have was Monte Morris. So I went to look and possibly buy a Monte Morris, and when I came over to Top Shot and looked up Monte Morris, we can see that his moment is $43 right now, because he only has one moment. He has just a Top Shot debut moment, and there's only 12,000 of them, so it's going to be pretty rare. I guess the max number of people that can complete this is 12,000, because there is a set number of Monte Morrises as well as Will Barton. There's only 12,000, so we can pull up Barton as well. I actually had a Barton already, and he's at 31 right now, so maybe actually a good buy on Barton. Here it could go up to like 40 or in the 40s like Morris is currently. So these ones are super high. I guess with Barton you could have a throwdown and it would be eligible as well. Maybe that's why his price is a little lower, because there's technically like 13,800 Will Bartons out there. So would it be worth it for me to buy a Barton or a Morris just to be eligible for this? I'm going to say no, because I think I have like a 5% or less chance, 5% max chance of actually being selected for this. But if I say I had all 9 of these except I didn't have a Drew Holiday, I would definitely go in and buy a Drew Holiday. When I first checked, it was still like $5 for the Drew Holiday. Let's see if the base price has even moved up for these guys at a 35K. So you could still get one here for $5 on his 40K moment. So spending $5 and you get a Drew Holiday moment that might go up in the playoffs or might just stay at 5 anyways. It's not a terrible investment, but with those other guys on their debut moments, I'm not going to be spending $30-40 just to be eligible for this. And then after the season's over, their moments are going to go way down, or after they're eliminated. So not worth it for me for that reason. But what we can do is speculate on the games tonight and start buying those players, and also buy just anyone left in the playoffs. So what I'm doing for that is looking for those debut moments where there's only one of them. So if you pull up a team, Sixers, Hawks, who else do we got tonight? Clippers. versus the Jazz. So just pull up all these teams that I did right here and filter by the Top Shot debut badge. And so I was just getting ahead of the game and buying these guys that are in the similar situation as Monte Morris or Will Barton possibly. So we've actually seen this go off already. So Nicholas Batum's already up to 16. He was like 8 earlier. We can come look at Batum here. He's already moving, even though it's only a possibility that he's going to be in one of these playoff quests coming up. So if you can get these guys at low prices like this, so you can see $9 if we come over time on Add More Funds, which I'll link down below. You can do this for free on the one day, but you can see he was at 6 or 5 earlier today. His price climbed all the way up to high of 16 right now. So if we can anticipate some of these guys and get them ahead of time, it's definitely going to be beneficial. And I guess you would just come here to lowest ask probably to find these guys. So a guy like Kennard, if they're doing something with 3-pointers, for $7 he could be in that 3-pointer. Even points, I think he had 18 points one game in this series. That would probably be top 10. So Kennard's a possibility. Solomon Hill I wouldn't expect to be in any kind of top. Furkan Korkmaz for $10. His price is up a little. I actually bought him right before I made this video for $7. Anticipating he's going to play a bigger role with Danny Green out and could possibly be in a category like points or 3-pointers at some point in this series or even next series. And so I think some people thought the same thing as me. His up to 10. And then Terrence Mann, I think his price is up a bit. So is Shake Milton and Capella. So be careful, like with Capella. I actually bought a Reggie Jackson for $9. It's up for $11 today also. But be careful with Capella. So you might think this is debut moment. It's only $11, and he's almost guaranteed to be in top 10 in blocks, rebounds, and maybe even points. But you can see. But the issue with getting a Capella is he definitely has a 40,000 and a 35,000 moment. So you only need one moment to be eligible. So guys like Korkmaz and Kennard only have one moment versus Capella. If we just take off the debut badge, we can see he has a 35 and a 40,000 moment. And then if we go to Korkmaz, for all his moments, all he has is the debut. Reggie Jackson, I think, so Reggie Jackson has 2 because he got the playoff moment, but his price still jumped a little because the debut is actually lower than his playoff moment right now, which doesn't really make sense. I think that the debut should be higher than the playoff moment. And another guy like Kennard, let me just make sure that Kennard only has one moment. Otherwise, we could use like his 40,000 or 35,000. Yeah, so he only has one also. So that's $7. Could be a possibility. If he's in it, you could see this go up to 30 or 40 like the Monte Morris and Will Barton. So that's going to be my strategy with these. Once we get another playoff showcase, I'm going to be completing it. If you need like a $5 Jrue Holiday or even like a $8 Giannis or something, it might be worth it to complete that, and it's also just good to add to your collection. But someone like buying a Monte Morris for $43 and then holding it for these playoff challenges, and then after they're eliminated, his price is going to go back down to like $10 or whatever for his debut. It's not worth $30 just to be in the running for this showcase and maybe a couple others, because the chances of winning it are just so slim to me. So let me know what you guys think about these showcase playoff challenges. I think they're pretty cool. It's actually a quest, not a challenge. So if you have any thoughts on it, leave your comments down below, and also subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in another one.